My friends, in this lesson, we are going to discuss that how we can instruct the computer to ask the value during program execution or at runtime. But before discussing that, let's look at this code. So this is the code we created. When we click run, what it will do, it will store 20 in A, then it will store 40 in B, then it will execute this instruction, will add the values of A and B, the result is 60, it will assign it to C, and then it will print 60 on the screen. Okay, so let's run this code. 60, let's run the code again. 60, let's run the code again. 60. So it will always store 20 in A, 40 in B. It will add those numbers and it will print the result on the screen. So just to add these two numbers, 20 and 60, we are making a program. So instead of that thing, we should make a program that it should always ask the value, ask the user to give a value, to ask the user to enter the value. So for example, sometimes we will give 70 and then 80. It will add those two numbers and it should print 50 on the screen. When we run again, it should ask the values again. So this time, for example, I'm giving him 5 and 5. It should print 10 on the screen. I'm just trying to say that every time when we run the program, it should ask the values from the user instead of taking fixed values. So to understand that thing, let's go to the whiteboard and let's discuss few things here. My friends, we have learned the instructions. We have learned this instruction. Print is the instruction which will instruct the computer to print something on the screen. We have learned the assignment operator. Assignment operator will instruct the computer to assign, to store value inside the variables. We have learned the operators, mathematical operators, and they will instruct the computers to do the mathematical operations. The instruction which we are learning now is called input. It is just another instruction, just like print and all these things. So what input will do? Input will ask the computer that, Mr. Computer, ask for the data from the user. Ask a value from the user. So let's see that thing practically here. For example, London, and then I'm using input. And then at the end, I'll write Manchester. Let's run the code. My friends, when we click run, it means I'm asking him to execute this code. So it executed the first line and it printed London on the screen. Then it executed the next instruction input. So see, my friends, here, basically the computer here is asking for data. It is asking for something. We need to write something here. It never executed this instruction because it is still waiting here. We need to give him some data, press enter, only then it will go to the next instruction. So input force the computer, ask the computer to take the data from the user. Okay, so let me press enter and see what it is doing. So here I'll write something here. For example, I'll write UK. And when you press enter, see, it took the data. It was waiting for enter key. We pressed the enter. It took the data and then it executed the next line and then it printed Manchester on the screen. Let's execute the same code again. When we click run, so now my friends, here again it is asking for something. We know that it is asking for something because we made this program and we wrote this instruction input. But the end user, the person who is running this program, how he will know that computer is asking for something first and then what it is asking for. So my friend, whenever the computer is asking for something, it should display a message in the English. So the user who is sitting in front of the computer know that the computer is asking for something and the message should be meaningful. So for example, if it is asking for my name, the message should be enter your name. So now by looking at this English, I will know that what computer is asking for. Or if it is asking for the password, for example, enter your password. So whatever it is asking for, that message should be displayed there. How we can display that message? We haven't given that message, that is why computer is not displaying that message. So my friends, what we need to do, again the string data. So here, and it can be anything. So now when we run this code again, see, it executed the first instruction, it printed London on the screen. Then it executed the second instruction, and that is the input. It means the computer is asking for something, and before asking that thing, it will display that message. Whatever is inside the double quotes or speech marks, it will display that message. And then here in front of it, the computer is asking for the data. So now by looking at this message, we know that it is asking for my name. So this message, it can be any message, but it must be meaningful message, that whatever we are asking the user, the message should be about that. Now there is a small issue with this one. So for example, here I write Shafiq, and when we press enter, it took the data and it went to the next instruction. So input asks for the value. Now my friend, there is a problem. The problem is the computer asked for the value, the user entered the value there and pressed the enter. It took the value, but where is that value now? How we can use that value? If we are asking anything from the user and the user is giving something, so we are going to use that value because we asked the value because we want to use it. So now the user has given us the value, but where is that value? My friends, we have lost that value. That value is gone. Why? Because we never told computer to store that value somewhere. We have to tell him that, okay, ask the data from the user and store it somewhere. Store that data. And where we can store that data? We know that we can store the data in the variables. Okay, and how we can instruct him to store the data into the variable? Assignment operator. So assignment operator, we have to give him that take the data and assign it to some variable, and then it will be stored there. And how we can do that thing? So here in line number 2 here, I'll write a meaningful variable name and I'll write equal to. So what the computer will do now, it will execute this input instruction. It will ask for the value. You will write the value, you will press enter, and when you press enter, we are telling him that, okay, take the value and assign it to the name. So it means make a variable name and store that value, assign that value, whatever user has entered, store that value in that variable, so it will be stored here. Now my friends, we have stored that value in a variable and now we can use it. If we do not store that value, if we do not assign that value to a variable, it means that value is lost. We cannot use that value because we do not have that value. Okay, so now let's do one thing, and after printing Manchester, I'll write print your name is, what is his name? I don't know what the user will enter, but I do know that whenever user enters the name, that will go and it will be stored in the variable name. So what I can do, I can just write that thing here, comma name. Let's run the program again. When we click run, it will print London. I'll write the name, press enter. So what just happened here, the input basically asked the user to enter the value. User entered James. When you press enter, what happened? We instruct him that assign, take the value and assign it to the name variable. It will ask the user to enter the name. Whatever user entered, that will store in the name. So now on the next instruction, I ask him to print Manchester. Whatever the instruction is, it will print that thing there. On the next instruction, I ask him to print this message. This is the data in speech marks. So it printed that your name is, and then I ask him to print the value of the name variable. So it will go to the name variable. Whatever is there, it printed that James here. whatever user entered, that went to store in that variable, and now we are using that variable here. So for example, if we are not storing that variable here, so how will we know that what user has entered? Because that value will be lost. So my friends, what we need to do, we need to use the input to ask the value at the runtime. We have to give a message, we have to give a meaningful message, and then we have to assign that value to a variable, and then we can use that name in our